2/3 of all cancer cases are linked to environmental causes, and the number may even be bigger. It's not just adults that are affected by toxicity, it starts at birth. In this study from neurotoxicology, they tested the very first bowel movement of 426 infants. Look at what they found. 83.9% had mercury, 26.5% had lead, and 26.5% had DDT. That's right, I said DDT, the banned pesticide. And along with that, there were 7 other insecticides. Toxic metals are trace metals that serve no nutritional benefit to the body. Such metals like mercury, cadmium, nickel, lead, and arsenic. They can get into our body very easily, and if our detoxification pathways are burdened, they can accumulate in our central nervous system, organs, and tissues. Over time, this accumulation can reach toxic levels and can induce impairment and dysfunction in every system in the body, which includes the nervous, the cardiovascular, the reproductive, and the immune system. Remember, I told you that detoxification is a natural function of the human body, and there are what I call the 7 channels of elimination. So now let's look at each of these channels and how they work to eliminate these toxins. The liver plays a major role in detoxification. The liver is also part of the digestive system, and everything that goes through the digestive lining into the bloodstream goes to the liver. One of its main functions is to detoxify the blood through processes called phase 1 and phase 2 detoxification. The liver depends on a lot of enzymes and a lot of nutrients, including amino acids, to perform properly. When we have too many internal and external toxins, it puts tremendous stress on the liver and will cause the liver to become sluggish, which will compound the problem. The liver uses bile, B-I-L-E, as its main vehicle to get toxins out of the body. The bile dumps into the small intestine. Now, your liver is depending on you to be taking in enough fiber in order to absorb these toxins and to get them out in your bowel movement. If not, you can reabsorb the toxins back through the digestive lining, and then they go back to the liver, putting even more stress on an already overstressed liver. The liver also sends water-soluble toxins to the kidneys to get out in the urine. When the liver is overburdened, it will use the rest of the body to store the excess of toxins it cannot deal with immediately. It will send them to the fat cells for storage, which can cause weight gain, to the muscle cells, which can cause fibromyalgia, and to the synovial fluid in the joints, which can cause joint inflammation, pain, and stiffness. In addition to detoxification, the liver performs some 500 other bodily functions. It plays a role in blood sugar regulation, metabolization of fats, proteins, and carbs, usage and storage of vitamins and minerals, blood clotting, cholesterol production, regulation of hormones, and thyroid function. If the liver is overburdened and sluggish due to toxicity, then all of these other functions in the body are affected as well. Now, there are many herbs, including milk thistle, artichoke, dandelion, and beet, which help the liver produce more bile. These herbs also thin the bile so that it flows easier from the liver and helps protect the liver cells against toxicity damage. The lungs filter and clear foreign particles that are in the 10,000 liters of air we breathe every day. Certain cells inside the lungs produce mucus, which traps particulate matter. Other cells, called ciliated cells, are like tiny little hairs that beat rapidly in an upward motion. This motion moves the mucus and particulate matter upward and results in foreign particles being expelled from the lungs within 24 hours. Damage to either of these two cells can result in too little mucus and the inability of the cilia to move. This can result in accumulation of foreign matter in the lung cavity, leading to infection and chronic lung disease. The herb mullein works as an expectorant in the lungs to help your body expel mucus and foreign particles. The lymphatic system is a network of organs, tissues, ducts, and tubes, including the thymus and the spleen. It contains a fluid called lymph, which bathes the cells, providing oxygen and nutrients and carrying away metabolic byproducts and toxins from the cells within our organs and tissues. Unlike the circulatory system, the lymph system does not have a pump and depends on physical movement and plenty of water to circulate. Herbs such as larch have been shown to stimulate the activity of the lymph fluid. Every day, your kidneys process about 50 gallons of waste products and extra water. This waste, often sent from the liver, and extra water become your urine. There are herbs such as corn silk, which may help increase the urine output, which will also increase waste excretion. Your skin is the largest organ of your body. It represents both an important physical barrier to toxic substances as well as a portal of entry. The skin, hair, and especially sweat are a route of excretion of toxins or their byproducts. Encouraged sweating, such as sauna, can be very helpful in a detoxification program, especially in the excretion of heavy metals. Infrared saunas are preferable as they heat objects without heating the air. This means it can be used with greater comfort for longer periods of time. Herbs such as red clover and burdock that help purify the blood can also affect the skin's excretion of toxins. The blood is the medium in which dissolved gases, nutrients, hormones, and waste products are transported. There are several kinds of white cells within the blood, and each has a different function. All of the functions, however, are related to the defense of the body against invading microorganisms and other foreign substances. Herbs such as chlorella, red clover, and burdock have a history of being used as blood purifiers. The bowel or colon is a major organ of elimination for getting digestive waste out of the body. You should always have at least 1 and ultimately 2 to 3 bowel movements daily. Any internal cleansing process must always include increased bowel elimination as it carries with it waste and toxins received from the liver. Herbs such as aloe, buckthorn, rhubarb, triphala, and minerals such as magnesium can help encourage proper elimination. But getting enough fiber, both soluble and insoluble, is also a key to proper elimination. Many people are under the misconception that fiber is a stimulant laxative. It is not. Fiber adds bulk and provides resistance to the colon, which will help promote bowel tone and regularity. All of these channels of elimination work in unity to detoxify our body. They work continuously every minute, every second of our lives to help purify our body of toxins we come into contact with each and every day. Some of the toxins our bodies deal with on a daily basis are air pollution, household chemicals, pesticides, nicotine, alcohol, and secondhand cigarette smoke, drugs, food additives, coloring agents, preservatives, cosmetic ingredients, and digestive toxins. Ingredients like the following are also poisoning our foods: propylene glycol, formaldehyde, petroleum distillates, chlorine, BHT, BHA, and even lye. You may be thinking at this point, okay, So I may have some stored toxins in my body. What harm is that really going to do? If it continues long term, how about nervous system dysfunction, hormonal dysfunction, respiratory conditions, inflammatory diseases, cardiovascular disease, autoimmune diseases, gastrointestinal disorders, reproductive dysfunction, immune system dysfunction, psychological and brain dysfunction, metabolism and weight control dysfunction, kidney and liver dysfunction or damage, birth defects, and even cancer. With all that going on, do you think you may not feel well? How do you know if you're toxic? Well, if you are alive on planet Earth today, you are toxic to some degree, guaranteed. In my book, Essential Cleansing for Perfect Health, you will find a questionnaire that can give you an indication of just how toxic you really are. Now that you understand better what toxicity is and how it can impact your life, let's talk about how to encourage your body's detoxification and cleansing ability. Here are some tips for a better cleansing lifestyle. Drink plenty of clean, purified water, half your body weight in ounces per day, and avoid tap water. Choose organic food products whenever possible. Avoid processed and packaged foods with food additives, dyes, or chemicals. Eat plenty of dark green leafy vegetables or try juicing them. Exercise